Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Caspian and I read a lot of books. I mainly read library books, but in this video today I'm gonna start off reading one of my own books that I have bought secondhand in a thrift store. In a thrift store. So this is my first attempt at a reading vlog. Usually I make reading updates like once a week or something like that, talking about my most recent reads. So these books that I read in this vlog, I will not talk about again in a reading update. This is the reading update. The next time I talk about them will be in the wrap up at the when June has ended. So follow me along on my first attempt at a reading vlog. So I am currently in our bedroom, and it's the evening of June 11th. It's a Wednesday when I start this thing, and yeah, so what am I reading right now? So yesterday I started this book, and today I've just been so busy, so I haven't really had time to read yet. It's about 6 p.m. something like that when I record this, so I'm gonna talk about this book and what it's supposed to be about. And so this is a book by Arto Paasilinna. He's a Finnish author, and the title is Åskgudens son, or the Thundergods' son. I don't know if this is available in English, so that is my translation of the Swedish title, and I also think it's the same title in Finnish. So this is a fantasy. It is set in our world, but we are also following gods. So the gods that we are following are the ancient gods of Finland, where the thunder god Ukko is the most prominent, or like the highest god. It actually says so, I think, the highest god. So there's a lot of gods and goddesses and entities and different kind of like little trolls and elves in this book. There's so many. But the premise of the book is that the Finnish people have for about 500 years almost stopped worshipping the old gods, including Ukko. So and that is because the Christianity has come and taken over. So there's a mention of about around 500 people still worshipping the old gods, and we do get to follow one of those people, or a few of those people as well. So we follow the gods, and we follow some ordinary people in this book. And the gods have a meeting to find out what they can do about it, because they would really like for the Finnish people to start worshipping them again. So the gods have a meeting to decide what they're gonna do, because they really want to get the Finnish people to worship them again. So during this meeting they decide, and this is at the back of the book as well, and in the first few pages, so it's not a spoiler. So during this meeting they decide that they are gonna send one god down to earth, down to Finland, in somewhat of a disguise to try and get the Finnish people to worship the old gods again. I have no idea how that's gonna work, but we'll see. And they decide to send the Thunder God's son, hence the title, and his name is Rutja. And yeah, it's I look forward to continuing reading this. I have only read about 28 pages so far, I think, so like 3 small chapters out of 26. It's 311 pages, so we'll see where it goes, and I will give you my next update when I have read about 100 or 120 pages, somewhere along there, when I really gotten into the book. So I will see you then. So that might be later tonight, or it might be tomorrow morning or something like that. I don't know how much time I'm gonna have to read this evening. So yeah, see you soon. Hello again. So I'm here with this book once more. So I have now reached page 103, so I've read this much. So about a third way in. It's so funny. It's so funny. Okay, so in the first portion of the book there's a lot of like almost info dumping on all of the gods that are in this pantheon of gods that the Finnish people are supposed to worship but don't. And then there is a bit about the human that we follow throughout the book, called Sampsa. So we follow Sampsa Ronkainen, and he owns a farm, you can say, and Sampsa has an antique shop in the village that is his it's his passion. So he also lives with his sister, and that's really not, it's not that relevant, but he has some people that he provides for, you can say. So then the fun begins when this Thundergods' son descends to Earth. And he does so through lightning, of course. So he's just there all of a sudden. And so ever since that happened, we have been following this Thundergods' son, Rutja, and he switches places with Sampsa, so they body switch, and Rutja has to live Sampsa's life, and he's gonna use that body as a vessel to walk among people and try to convert them back to believing in the old gods again. And it's hilarious. We get to see him learn basic things, because in heaven, in the heavens and below where he comes from, the gods don't drink and eat, so we follow him doing learning how to do basic tasks. And he has the memories of them, because he has Sampsa's memories in his head as well, but he needs a reminder. So Sampsa needs to tell Rutja how things are done before he can do them, and he doesn't do them very well, like driving a car and that sort of thing. And I have just reached a point in the book where he has gone to church in the little village to find out how God-fearing of the Christian God that the Finnish people actually are. And he's seeking out the competition. And there's such a funny bit when he tries to when he tells the priest how the priest should do the services to lure people in, and he decides not to tell him what it would look like if they worshipped the old gods instead, or what those rites and the sacrificial rites would look like, but he describes them. We follow his train of thought, and it's so funny. So so far it's very humorous, and I'm really invested in following Rutja walking amongst people, learning about how people work, and everything is oh, I guess this is the Finnish way now. It's so funny, because in this book it's the Finnish people are the only people, and it's hilarious. So I look forward to continuing reading this. And if I didn't say so, it's still the same evening. It's around 9 p.m. I am about to go brush my teeth, etc., and go to bed. And I might read a little more in bed, because it's in Swedish, so it's very easy for me to read. So I might do that, read a few more pages before I fall asleep. And yeah, I think if something really interesting or something, or if I don't think I'm gonna DNF it, but I will let you know if I DNF it. Otherwise, I don't think I will see you again unless something happens until I have finished the book, and I will talk about what I thought about it. So yeah, I will see you in maybe tomorrow. If I don't think I will get through 200 pages tomorrow, but we'll see. Maybe in a couple of days. Okay, done some shopping. Okay, I did not buy books. I know that you saw me handling some books and looking at some books, but that was actually our supermarket. So I went to just buy some necessities, crisps or chips. In Sweden we call them chips. And this is a regular size bag. 275 grams. And then some bread, some gluten-free crisp bread made from corn, and then an absolute necessity when you drink a lot of tea, honey, organic honey, and some fish to put in the freezer. And then I only have my water bottle. Soon I'm gonna sit down, have an afternoon snack, and read a little. Hi everyone, so okay, I have not read a single word today. Well, I have read, but not books. So I have not gotten any further into the Thundergods Sun than I was yesterday evening. I am now, let's see, I read a little bit in bed last night, so I am now 137 pages in, which I think is about 40%. No, I don't know. So I will be. I don't think I will be reading until later this evening. It's a full moon, and that might not mean anything to other people, but I'm a shamanic practitioner. So yesterday and today is the last day of the full moon, and I have been so busy. There's a lot of things I have needed to do and send out and that sort of thing. So yeah, I'm just here to say that I haven't done anything when it comes to reading. As you saw, I went to the shops earlier and bought some food, but I didn't buy any books. I did see some books that I wanted to pick up, but when I was to pick up them and read on the back of them, I accidentally knocked something down and I had to stop filming to pick that up. And then people came, so I had to just stop using my camera. So yeah, anyway, I am working. I have some more work to do. It's about 20 minutes past 4 in the afternoon. I have some more work to do on the computer before dinner, and then I will read some after dinner and just rewind when my partner gets home. Because I work from home, and when he gets home, that's kind of when I can't really do that much anymore. I can't have meetings in the same extent that I can when he's not at home. So evenings are for winding down and for reading if I don't have time to do it during the day. So yeah, I will see you when I see you. Okay, so it is now Friday the 13th. It's about 10:30 in the morning, and I have been doing some of everything. I have done my morning yoga, my morning ritual. I have had breakfast, done some work on my computer, and I also tried doing a live on my other YouTube channel, because I have, as you know, I have a book club on Fable, but in Swedish, where we read shamanic books with shamanic content, animistic content, witchy content, non-fiction books. And I plan to have a live on my other channel, because that's where I talk about shamanism. But I've never held a live before, or so I thought. I found out that I have held a live 2 years ago. I have no recollection of it. I do, when I see the little thumbnail, I have like a memory popping up, but I think I didn't really understand that I was doing a live when I was doing it. Or, I don't know. Anyway, I tried having a live for like 4 minutes. I realized I had no plan. I was just like, oh, I'm gonna try a live now, and let's see how it works. And I had no plans for it, so it's just me sitting like this, and I didn't even manage to get it tilted like horizontally. So I'm doing it on my phone, and it's that way, and I'm just sitting like this and then talking to no one, or one person came in, and I realized I need to do this more planned, so that I can have someone watching and trying it with me, so that I can try out the chat, because I didn't see the chat. I saw like the how to manage it, like how to choose what messages to be shown or whatever, but I couldn't see a chat, and I think that's because no one wrote in it. I have no idea. So I went in blind, came out a little bit more wise, but still blind. So now I'm sitting here, I have gone through like what am I supposed to do today, and I just feel a bit like it's like error up here. So I do have some time before I need to even think about lunch, and I'm gonna take that time to just do something else, and I'm gonna keep reading. So yesterday evening I left off at page 232, so this is what I have left. So I'm gonna read for like 20-30 minutes before I start lunch or something like that, and then let's see, and then I would just see where the day takes me. So it's a weird day today, and my partner gets home in about 4 hours, and it's like one of those days where I have so much I want to do, because I leave a week behind me where I have done so many musts, everything I have had to do, and now I feel quite numb or like empty. I'm like, what am I supposed to do with my time? Like staring into a wall, that's what I feel like. But instead of staring into a wall, I'm gonna stare into the book of the Thundergods. So I will probably talk to you when I finish it. Okay everyone, so I am conquering my fears by being outdoors again. This time I'm in an area where I used to live. I took my bike here, and it's me and the bugs. It's a playground next to a school, but a lot of greenery around, as you can see, and yeah. The kids are off for the summer, so there's not many kids here right now anyway. So it's Friday afternoon around 2:30, 2:45, something like that. I have finished the Thundergods son, Åskgudens son, by Arto Paasilinna, and yeah, okay, so I gave this a 4 star, so I've already told you a little bit about what it's about, and we continue to follow Rutja, the Thundergod's son, and he has switched places with Sampsa, which is like, he's an antique shop owner, farmer in rural, not rural, but yeah, rural Finland, like a bit outside of Helsinki. I just remember the English name of that city last minute, and he's doing his best to convert the Finnish people back to the old religion of worshipping the old gods. And the way he's doing this is, at first it's like one by one, and then when he's got a group of disciples, he calls them that, because it's a bit like he's redoing what Jesus did. So he decides that he's gonna use miracles and heal people, and apparently Finland has the worst number of, like the highest number of mental ill people in all of Europe in this book. So he decides to, that's gonna be his target group. So that's kind of what we get to follow later on, or like as soon as he gets his disciples around him. And it's so funny. I'm not gonna spoil all of it. It's definitely worth a read if you like this kind of literature, and it's written in the 80s, so I'm gonna use this for my prompt on our fantasy, like I told you, the written in the 80s prompt. And it's yeah, what can I say? Well, if you like this kind of story, definitely look it up. So it's not that bad for being written in the 80s. It's not that bad in terms of how it's written. It's like it's making fun of its time as well. That's my feeling when reading it. It's got some misogyny, and the women are hysterics, but you know, then those are the people that he welcomes into his new religion. And I feel like the author is kind of making fun of people at the time, or that's just how it comes across. Because you know, some books, when written in the 80s or not even 90s or something like that, can feel very misogynistic and like a book of their time, with the language being used by that time. And the language is really from the 80s. It really is. And even 90s, I can recognize some of the expressions, and the view of people is also very typical, but it's written in a fun way, so it doesn't feel like I'm not upset about it. And I usually get upset about it. I usually have a hard time reading this kind of literature, like written in anything from the 50s to the 90s, because of, and I've DNF'd a lot of books that has been written and have a lot of misogyny in it. But this book is it's so humoristic, and it makes fun of it in a good way. So it's not a 5-star. I think, I don't know what could have made it a 5-star really. I settled for a 4-star. It just didn't give me that 5-star read. I probably will never read it again. So, but I enjoyed it. I have tabbed a lot, or quite a lot. But I think I will at some point in the future give this to someone I think would appreciate it. I don't think I will return it to the thrift store, the charity shop where I bought it, but I think I will give it to someone, because this is a book that I would recommend. So yeah, I will hold on to it until I meet someone that could appreciate it, because it's also written in the 80s. It's not easy to get a hold of, I think. So I'm gonna hold on to it for a while. We'll see how long, until I need the space maybe, or I meet someone who could appreciate it. So I think that's gonna be it for this little vlog of mine. My first attempt at a reading vlog. There's a lot of birds here. I think I'm sitting in a spot where a lot of people, mainly children, usually drop food. So there's a lot of animals like flying, a lot of birds sit around me waiting for me to drop something or give them something, but all I have is a bottle of water, because I just needed to get away from, I needed to get out, some fresh air, change of scenery. So I took my bike, and I have no intention of staying here for longer than just recapping the book for you. So with that said, I might sit here a little while longer to just soak in the atmosphere and breathing the fresh air, and it's unusually quiet here. So not just for this place in like now, but all of the places I have contemplated staying at has been very lively. So I might sit here for a few more minutes. We'll see. I'm one of those people that isn't bugged by mosquitoes. They don't like me. No insects eat me for fun or like hunger. I am blessed in that way. I'm a lucky man in that way. So I might sit here for a while. But anyway, I'm wrapping this up now, and I hope that you are enjoying your reading. I hope you have as wonderful weather that I have over here in Sweden right now, and I will see you in my next video. And yeah, enjoy your reading. Xingling.